Hello, everybody. It's Paul Neeson with the Real Life Health Show. Thank you for joining me. And I'm starting to think about overall health in general. And I'm just thinking about life in general. And what I'm starting to learn is, or what I've learned, started to learn a long time ago, but what I'm confirming is, the more processed, not just our food, but our life is, the more complicated it is, the more stress we have in our life. The less processed our life is, the more simple it is, the better off it is for our overall health. And that's what I want people to be aware of. I started thinking about recycling. I have some recycling bins behind me, trying to create as little garbage as possible in my life. There's a movement out there called a waste-free movement, trying to have as little waste as possible. And I think it's overall great for the environment, but it's great for me. When I eat my food, if I eat an orange and I peel the orange, the peel goes into my compost bins, well, I don't have anything left over. It's creating no garbage, and I know I'm eating food that's healthy and not processed. The more stuff that's left over after I eat food means there was more processing going into making that food, whether the package, if it comes in a box container or a can or something like that. Whereas if it's just the skin of the peel and nothing else, I know it's more simple. And I think about life in general, and this could be some advice for younger people in general. The more simple you live, or the less processed you live. There's a movement out there called, is living with less, or we don't own all the stuff. I recommend everyone look at the Peace Pilgrim, a great lady who walked all around the earth just promoting peace, and she didn't own anything except the clothes on her body and a toothbrush. And her idea was, the more we have, the more that stuff owns us. We don't own it. But the less we have, the more free we are. And that's what I'm starting to find out about health. I see people that have more stuff get sick quicker, and people with less stuff are healthier longer. And I'm noticing this on every level, from the simple foods we eat, the more processed the food, the more complicated the food, the sicker people get. But life in general, the more abundance people have, the more stress they have, the sicker they get. And the less somebody has, they seem to be doing well. When I look and see people on the news that have lived to centenarians or much older, versus people that are getting sick younger in life, I'm starting to notice the correlation here between the people that are living longer, they have so little, or they don't own anything. But the people that own a lot of things are the people that are getting these diseases. And it's not straight across the board that that's the truth, but temperance or living modest and just not overindulgent in everything from our food to our lifestyle is a big thing. And I'm a health teacher, and I know I talk about diet a lot and food a lot, but it's important for me to let everybody know what's going to keep them healthy in the long run, or what I'm observing. And I'm observing that the more stuff you have in life, the more stuff you have going on in life, those are the people that aren't living as long as the people that have less. And there's a fellow I follow on the internet. I recommend people look at him. His name is Rob Greenfield. Rob Greenfield. Now, he's not married, doesn't have a family, but he's living in a I don't know if it's a 10 by 10 house or something, a tiny house, like extremely tiny house. And a tiny house movement is a great example of people that have less and are freer and just less stress. Because not only did I have a big mortgage, but when you have a big house, there's a lot of stuff to take care of with that big house. I once met a millionaire and he didn't have a house. He rented. I said, why you rent? He goes, there's a lot of stress into owning a house or just owning stuff in general. And I'm not against owning stuff. I actually own a house, and there's a lot of work. It allows me to have my fruit trees and so on. But point being, when you start off with your food, when you're eating food, how much is left over in the wrapper, the cans, and whatever else you're eating? How much is left over? The less, the better. And just start thinking about your life at the end of the day, at the end of the week, the end of the month. The less stuff you have, whether it's in your mind, whatever it is, the less stress you have. And the less stress you have, the more free you are. And ultimately, that's going to help you live longer and you're going to be happier. All right? So just ponder that. And remember, health is more than just diet. There's more to health than just food. These other things are something to consider. These are things I'm observing. Okay, so until then, everybody, have a great day and a great raw life.
This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, bright. This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your life.